first live show. I've never felt that nervous in my entire life.
Danielle, I thought it was an intelligent interpretation, but you could go further. And I suggest that you imagine somebody that you're saying it to, and that would focus it, I think. Really let me see it in your eyes.
Okay.
I'm your mum. Come on.
I really thought she was trying to bring that stage presence in by giving me something to react to. I really thought that she brought that out of me.
Much bigger, much better. Imagine chasing your mother around. I was trying to incite her to be a bit more present.
I tend to hang back a little bit because that's just the type of person I am. I do consider myself to be a bit of a wallflower, but I don't think people should look over me or judge me for being quiet. I've got just as much as everybody else to give. Just because I'm a little bit more reserved doesn't mean that I can't pack a punch on stage.
Lauren, I'm completely in awe of your voice, I've got to say. It was really, really brilliant.
I wanted to scream and shout and go, yeah, yes, did you hear that? Can I just remind you that Charlotte said she was in awe of my voice? But I'm a really picky person and I'm a perfectionist. So to me, I would have liked it to have gone 10% better.
Just do it a bit with the music.
Never fall in love. I've never been in a competition before in my life, and I've never won anything either, so this is going to be the first. I do feel like now the competition has started, and the plan is to make every single girl go, Lauren is my toughest competition.
Okay, determined to stand out from the crowd, it's Danielle! This Manchester student is singing Just a Little Girl and is hoping to prove she's anything but. Trying to steal her sunshine is Lauren! Our determined Dorothy will be performing the Dionne Warwick classic, I'll Never Fall in Love Again. Could Danielle or Lauren be your Dorothy? You tell me. Here's Danielle!
Sometimes I feel you're not listening. Sometimes I feel you don't understand. But I think I've got the answer. Already I know what you're gonna say. 'Cause I'm just a little girl, you see. But there's a hell of a lot more to me. Don't ever underestimate what I can do. Don't ever tell me how I'm meant to be. You say I'm just a little girl, just a little girl. How can I compare? What do I know? What have I got to share? How I wish that you could see all there is of me. How I long to hear that you take me for who I am. 'Cause I'm just a little girl, you see. But there's a hell of a lot more to me. Don't ever underestimate what I can do. Don't ever tell me how I'm meant to be. What do you get when you fall in love? A guy with a pin to burst your bubble. That's what you get for all your trouble. I'll never fall in love again. I'll never fall in love again. What do you get when you kiss a guy? You get enough germs to catch pneumonia, and after you do, he'll never phone ya. I'll never fall in love again. I'll never fall in love again. Don't tell me what it's all about, 'cause I've been
Loving it in the room. And so, Danielle, after that, do you feel like you'll stand out from the pack more?
I hope so. It's really, really strange because at home I'm not like I'm quite a bubbly person and quite like and here I've sort of like retreated in myself, which is really unlike me. I think it's just the nature of the competition. But I just really tried to let go with that song a little bit more. It's not something that I would have chosen. It's not something that's in my comfort zone. So I really tried my best.
All right, and Lauren, obviously all the girls are living, breathing, sleeping Dorothy. Even your family, apparently.
Yeah, my mum keeps having a recurring nightmare that she has to sing in the sing-off for me, and that Andrew has to choose from her performance whether I stay in the competition. And I feel quite sorry for her, but I hope it doesn't happen.
Fingers crossed. All right, let's go over to the panel. Sheila, what did you think of those performances?
I was pleased with both of them. And Danielle, I mean, I don't care whether you get Dorothy or not. You've got a big career ahead of you. You're a really good actress. But I thought you had a really good go at that, and you coloured in. It was lots of little nuances. And the same with you, Lauren. I mean, that was witty and charming and light. And you're a bit a basher. You know, sometimes you use your voice and let rip. But you controlled it, and you kept it light and witty. I thought it was very good, and I loved the ending.
John, do you agree?
Well, Danielle, nobody's going to look over you after that performance, because that was your best performance to date. It was committed, it was intelligent, and it was extremely sophisticated performance for a girl your age. Lauren, I'm getting bored of hearing myself say how fabulous you are, but you were fabulous again. It was witty, it was conversational. I loved it.
Wow. Okay, well, it's going well so far. It's going well so far. Let's see what Charlotte thinks.
Danielle, I thought, I love how you're so dynamic. You're not afraid to be really quiet, you know, sing really quietly, and that has a great effect. Love the whole performance. Absolutely brilliant. Lauren, I think you need to be a little bit careful, because on the videotape we saw before your performance, you're very confident, which is great, but sometimes it can come across as a bit arrogant. But saying that, when you come out and you perform like that, it was just unbelievable, so fair dues to you.
All right, 3 panellists, 1 Lord to go. How did you feel about those performances?
Well, Lauren, that song comes from a musical called Promises, Promises. They're wonderful, wonderful musical. I always worried, of course, if it wasn't pneumonia and phonia, what would have happened if the lyricist had to rhyme jaundice? But I thought you did it very, very well, a little bit too knowing for me, but I saw the first night with Betty Buckley in London, and she did it wonderfully, and it was very innocent, and she just played it with the guitar and sat on a bed, and I think there's another performance of that you could give. Now, Danielle, that's something else, isn't it? I mean, you're really fantastic. You are a very, very strong contender.
Wow. Well, Lauren,
no, I just think more of this and more from both of you, because both of you have got it within you. Really, you have.